welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, Alabama about to kick off to get things started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Missouri Tigers offense will have the football first. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sunday.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. And defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
To the air, it's Doyle. Here comes the heat. Makes the catch. It's Payne. Brought down at the 16-yard line, and that will likely bring out the punt team. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. And they are led up front by a powerful offensive line that opens up an array of possibilities, Jesse.
No question it's the identity of this offense. Multiple players up front that are going to play in the National Football League. This unit is going to be up for the Joe Moore Award at the end of the year for the outstanding O-line, David. They are going to try and establish the line of scrimmage with their physicality.
Man, it's a tremendous challenge with this defensive line because you know that. Like, you've got to be aggressive. You've got to be physical. I've got to take away their ability to run the football first. This unit's nasty. They're dirty. I love it.
They'll try to sneak it. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front. Trying to keep the drive alive. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Unloads quickly. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to go up top. They're working that left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. He'll do it himself. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. On the run, it's Rock. Knocked down after a pickup of 3 to the 12. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He'll keep it himself. It's these little moments like that that can help an offense as he gets it up to the 16-yard line. The Tide crowd roaring noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. And that It's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. So Missouri will have to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. It's caught downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. He'll pull it on the read. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. And here comes the field goal unit. And this kicker might be feeling it. He made one earlier, now from 49 yards out. He got it. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Slams into the pile, he'll get 1 to the 17. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. They'll go right back to the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Looking for a man, it's Doyle. On the move, he fires. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had zero problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them.
Plows through the defense.
Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. He's really close to that 1st down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. We've reached a break, and Alabama has the lead. They largely dominated this 1st quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to run for it. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Second down, he'll throw it. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs and I'm in scoring position.
Looking to the big tight end. Soft spot in the middle. He'll work his way down to the 28. The Tigers want to move quickly. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw, it's Doyle. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
To the air on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Rock. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Safe completion on the screen. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be fourth down from the 24. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. That gets them back to within 10.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Last drive ended with a pick, vitally important, and the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Off play action. Finds the tight end. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone. The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on third down. Makes the grab. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. That last completion sets him up on second down. Looking to fire. He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Alabama! as they push out that lead.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he made the extra point without problem. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They go to the ground. Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely.
Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. To the ground with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking downfield, it's Doyle. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Guys, they've come through on the first 2 third-down tries. This one might be a little tougher. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Punt is in the air. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Got a man, it's Presley.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Cameron.
He came into this year with big expectations. Everybody expecting him to stat it up. And now with that last completion, he's already over 2,000 yards passing for the season.
Off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. At the 45 on his way. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. 4 wideout set, 2-by-2 on 2nd and 5. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Snagged out of the air. And just just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. So this field goal unit has been getting the job done. They've already made a couple. Oh, it's blocked. He picks it up. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in Tuscaloosa. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys in T-Town.
Missouri will put a foot to it to start us in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Quarterback on the keeper. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Finds his man. It's Presley. Corralled and brought down by the defense. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
3rd and 1. Everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down. Hunt is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. The RPO, it's complete.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Takes the handoff. It's Rock. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
And the offense with a nice run, breaks off a little bit of run, gets a first down. Oh, and here they go again. First down, you've seen this. They like to go fast.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Looking downfield, it's Doyle. Gonna take a shot, and that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He finds a soft spot in the middle. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Find space on the right. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Missouri wants to go fast. The give on the option. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now the play fake. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Under heat, he gets rid of it. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Never a doubt. That'll close the gap to 14.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They boot it away. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. To the air, it's Doyle. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Got his man. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15. Off play action on 1st down. Got rid of it just in time.
This is a situation here in the 3rd quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. After punting the last time they had it, they ought to be set up for a much better result with this drive.
This offense better be licking their chops. You're not going to start with better field possession than this all game did.
You ain't lying. Forget about the last possession and what we did. You're already in scoring position. Take care of that.
Throws toward the end zone. Makes the grab. They will score. Touchdown Tide.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Marshall is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Randy Moss had a hand in getting this kid to Huntington, so if he thinks the magic is there, Who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia State. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll be brought down, but it'll move the change for Mizzou. Dropping back, it's Doyle. Bringing the heat. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was always pushing the pocket, and he was always collapsing it with his speed and athleticism and his first step. That last play right there reminds me of some of these great players we've seen on the Crimson Tide D-line here in recent years.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Caught in the backfield. It's Rock. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. On fourth down, going to the air. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Full wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
Way to bounce back, kicker. Obviously, this guy already had a kick block earlier in the game, and he answers by kicking a bomb through the uprights. Well done.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. To the air, it's Doyle. Takes the easy completion. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Tigers come to the ball, trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He breaks a tackle. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the inside give. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. The returner will field it and bring it back. And the coverage team able to wrestle it down. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now 1 more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. So Missouri will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Great move. Now he's got room. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. He ran through tackles like water through a sieve. With that, they are closing in on bowl eligibility, but with this big lead and a 6-0 start, much bigger dreams for this squad.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And how about this defense taking care of business? Keeping that guy under 200 yards is a heck of a day. Their offense has obviously done their job too, and this has been an absolute beatdown.
And the Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to pass. It's Doyle. That'll be a safety. The ball was loose in the end zone. It goes out of the back, and they're probably lucky it wasn't recovered for a touchdown.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week in practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Completes it in the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. The Tide with the 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Power football with the run. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15. The Crimson Tide rolled to that last first down on the ground. Let's see if they go right back to the run. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Here comes the option.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys. He's got a lot of talent. Just got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. Just drives in between the uprights. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. One more play to pad the stats. Back to throw, it's Doyle. Pressure coming. Hit as he throws. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but when you have a 0 in the loss column, there are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So we know they're going to a bowl game. Great. But, David, they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have that kind of talent. They're not surprised they're 6-0. They're looking to do bigger things.
No, 6-0 is great, but that's not the goal. They want to be 12-0. They want to be 14-0. They want to continue this streak as long as they possibly can. Extremely talented. Nobody's surprised, and their goals are a lot bigger than this.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.